Hey everyone, it's Angie, and Christmas in July is over. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that Christmas. This is August already. What is going on? Anyway, we are going to be doing some other projects, holiday projects, birthday. We'll just mix it all up. But let me know in the comments what you want to see. So you want to see what we're doing today? It is this little pumpkin box. Isn't it cute? I have Happy Halloween on it. It could be for Halloween, for fall. You can put like Hello Fall, anything like that. It's so cute. I think this would be really cute at a dinner table. Like if you have guests over the holidays for fall, Thanksgiving, it'd be really cute to just have it seated on. It's pretty good size though. It's 3 by 3 by 2.5 tall. So it's a really good size. All right, so this is what I'm sharing today. I'm going to let you know here everything that we're going to use for it, and then we will make the box. So you are going to use a 8 by 8. I already did score this, but I'll tell you how to score it and everything because this is my second or third round on this, y'all. I don't know what's going on. You need a piece that's 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. This is for the lid. I'm using Peaceful Pine. And then to mat it, you need 4 pieces that are 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. And then I cut this because you know it's gingham and I wanted to use it on the top of the box, but I don't know, maybe I'll change it up. So I'm using a couple older techniques for the top of the box, the little extras, and I'll show you that as well. This little tag that I'm using is also from the Borders bundle. I'll show you right here what I'm using. I'm using this MY Fright. This is available now, y'all. It is in an online exclusive. It'll be on my blog at stampingwithmy.com where the inspiration sheet is. There's a supply list, and there's a supply list on the inspiration sheet. And then we're using this Bordered in Beauty, and we're using it for this one right here. But you can use this. You can use a scallop here. I have another idea for these, so we'll see in a minute. Not in a minute, we'll see later, because in a minute we're going to do this. All right, we are going to score. So what I wanted to show you here, let's just score these two. So this 8 by 8, you are going to score it at 2.5 on all 4 sides. So just score 2.5, rotate it, 2.5. 2.5, and then 2.5 again. So that's this big piece. And then on this piece, you are going to score it at 1 inch on all 4 sides. And I'll show you how to do the little edging, the border on it. And I already started that because I wanted to show you how I did it. So I just cut, first I recommend cutting your sides, and then I already did this one. Man, I can't speak today. And so you're going to put this right up to the edge here, and I'm going to run this through the cut and emboss, and I'm going to show you how to cut the side here because it does make a difference. So let me do that, and I'll be right back with that. Okay, so when you cut it, it does fit perfectly across from one end to the other. You just have to do a little extra cutting here. And you are going to, I'm going to do this side first so we can cut that straight like that. Now on here, you're just going to cut where you already cut, you're going to just cut here. And then it's going to be small so that it fits when you fold it underneath this little design here, that border. So that's how you're going to do that. And you're going to go all around each one. Just, put this on each side and then just cut it like I just showed it. But you want these right up to the top there, the little points. So that's how we're going to do that. And I already did that. So here's mine right here. I wanted to make this a little bit easier, y'all. And so I already did this because it takes a minute to go around all 4 sides. So I just decided to do that ahead of time. All right. So we're going to just put Seal Plus on all of these. You can use tear and tape or your Seal Plus. This one I cut wrong, so I fixed it. But you want to line these up Make sure you have it right to the edge. because this box, if you don't do it right to the edge, it's going to be a little bit loose, and I like it a little bit tighter than what it was when I very first did it. So make sure these are all the way to the edge. You can even go a hair over if you want, but don't go over too much because then your box will be lopsided. So here's our lid, and then we're going to cut this, and we're going to cut this just how I cut the other one. You're going to just go around. I cut this little edge too, and then just turn it and cut it. On this kind of box, I just like to cut it this way. It seems to make it a little bit less bulky, and I'm actually going to cut this down a hair too, because I don't think we need all of this to hold this box together. Sometimes, y'all, I just can't talk and work at the same time. Who's like that? What is wrong with me lately? All right, so what I'm going to do here to make it less bulky is I'm just going to cut these down. So just cut them down because we don't need that. This is plenty to hold it together. I mean, if you like it thicker on the sides, you can leave it, but I just think we don't need that. All right, let's sharpen all these score marks. Okay, they are all sharpened. We're going to put adhesive on all these 4 tabs that we just cut. So let me grab, and let's just go ahead and use the Sail Plus. I used glue on my last one, but I think this will be fine. And then you're just going to bring these up. Make sure you got them lined up good. I like the lids a little bit loose, but I don't like them so loose that they fall off. I got a little bit of adhesive here. I'm going to get that off. You know, everything like that bugs me, y'all. My allergies are terrible today, too. So, all right, so this should fit on there just right. There we go. Oh. When you put it on, you got to watch because these little things want to catch the inside of the box. But there you have it. All right, let's make the little top on it. Oh, should we put this, y'all? Should we put this on here? I don't know. Let's mat the bottom because maybe I can tell better when we mat the bottom. Let me get my glue gun out here. We're going to put these on. I love this paper. It's so cute. I didn't even show you the paper. I'll show it to you here in just a minute as soon as we get this. I don't know if the ginghams, I'm going to like the gingham with this, but we'll see. This paper is so cute. All of the sheets on this is adorable. And you know, like I said, I don't like spooky Halloween and stuff. I'm just not a huge Halloween person. But I do like the whimsical and fun stuff. You know, it's funny because when we were younger, my husband and I used to dress up, and he always liked to dress like ugly, like a monster or something. And I'm always wanting to be something really cute. But we used to do it all the time when our grandkids were really young. And when my son was younger, mostly when my son was younger, because he loved Halloween. All right, let me put this on here. And like I said, you got to watch those little things I want to catch on the inside. Let's see, should I do, no, I'm not doing the gingham, y'all, this time. I just don't think it looks like it belongs. All right, let's stamp our sentiment and then we'll do the rest of it. Just gonna stamp Happy Halloween. But like I said, you can use this for fall, Thanksgiving, any of those fall holidays. So we got our Happy Halloween ready to go. And I did make 3 of these because they need to dry, y'all, if you do it the way I did it. I cut like 1/8 of a piece here of cardstock, and I mixed just white glue with water and made it real runny. And then I just ran this through it and then put it on my pen here. And you just want to roll it around like that. But you can do it this way, but it doesn't want to stay as well, like small, and I wanted them to be small. So I don't know if y'all have a better way. Tell me, because I just use the glue method, and it works really good that way. All right, so for the little handle, the little stem, we're going to use this 2 3/8 inch circle punch. I couldn't find anything to use as a stem, so I just decided to make my own. So I'm going to cut it right to the middle, and then we're just going to kind of roll it. So just roll it around, and it really made a pretty cute little handle or stem on it. So I want to do it tight, so just keep rolling it around. And you can manipulate this. So I liked making it look like several layers. It just looked more real to me. I'm going to use some wet glue here. I used tear and tape on the other one. I just put it on the end and then, so I'm going to have to hold this for a little bit to get it to wait till it stays. And then you are going to use scissors, and you're just going to cut the bottom off because you want it flat, you don't want a point. There, so then we're going to glue it right to the middle. And actually, I put my little curlies on first. And I'm going to cut some of these a little bit shorter. I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter. And you want to put these first where you want them. And it's okay if they stand up like that. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to leave this one like it is. Put this one down. And I actually moved them, did it like in a triangular shape. So there's 3, but see what I mean? Triangular. I don't know what else to say, y'all. It's one of those days where I just can't speak. I'm going to add a little bit more glue for this one. And you can put this on here as well. And you're going to put your stem right in the middle. And I want to get these down first. Okay, and then we are going to add these pieces. These are the ones I cut out from the MY Fright. They're so cute, and I really wanted to add them, so I'm just going to add those. I need to add a little bit of glue on here, though. Make sure they stay. I just added a couple. Here, I just liked the little bit of orange too to make it go with the bottom part, but I liked it's pumpkin pie, by the way, the one that I used on here. You can make these kind of stand up too. And then we're going to put glue on this and put that in the center. Put a lot of glue on this, y'all. It does take overnight to dry where you can actually pull it up by this handle, by this little stem. But don't fill it and then give it to somebody by the stem, because everything in this box is going to probably fall out. I would just hand it to them like that. All right, I'm going to use some baker's or linen thread, not baker's twine, some linen thread here. I always tend to get this thing tangled. Don't ask me how this happens. Every time I get a new roll of this. All right, I am going to double it and make a double bow. I just love it, the linen thread with this, like pumpkin, rustic kind of look. I used to use linen thread like it was going out of style. I don't use it that much anymore, and I really love it. Okay, we're going to pull this side because we need the bow to be even, and I'm going to cut these. And I think I'm going to use a glue dot on this part. And I put it actually on this side because I'm going to put the tag over here. But just the little bow sticking up is, I don't know, it just adds texture to it, I feel like. You can, if you don't like it, you can take it off. I'm trying to shorten this one side. But I just like the texture it gives it. All right, and then we're going to add the tag. I'm just going to add the tag with a little bit of glue here. You can even use a glue dot on that. And then the Happy Halloween. That's it. It's really easy to do, y'all. But aren't they cute? They're really fun. You can even put a face on this if you want to make it more Halloween-y. You can put a face. But look at them. I think they're really sweet. I hope you like them. I've been going crazy trying to figure out what to do next because we just had that full month of Christmas. So don't forget to put in the comments what you, holiday or whatever you want to see now. All right, so there you have it. It's all done. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at stampingwithomori.com. The inspiration sheet is there and the supply list. Everything's right there on my blog. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.